Greetings from 26 Green Village Road on this June 13th, 2 days before the end of the historic, unprecedented 2020-2021 school year. We began this arduous, long pandemic journey on March 13th, 2020. Sometimes we walked along at a very slow pace, sometimes we trudged, sometimes we strolled, sometimes we even crawled, but we have come to the end of a year like no other in the history of St. Vincent Martyr School, which was founded in 1848. We had many obstacles and roadblocks put up before us. We had many mountains to climb, and I am so happy that you decided to make molehills out of mountains. Your support of us, your encouragement has been a source of inspiration for us here at school, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for bringing us to this great milestone. I don't know how you did it as parents, even if you had one child, 2 children, 3 children, 4 children. There were so many sacrifices that you had to make, but you did it for the sake of your children and for the good of our school. And because of you, we had very few interruptions. You were very compliant. I knew that I could trust you to do what you had to do after Thanksgiving, after Christmas, after Easter, just to keep us in every day. It was so important to me, to the teachers, to the staff, to have the children in every day so that they could interact socially with their peers and be in a normal setting as possible, even though I know it wasn't normal. They had to wear masks, they had to sit behind screens, they had to be distanced from each other, but just being together gave them some energy and kept them going. But I thank you for all you did as a family. I thank you for what you did with each child to make this year happen for us. I pray that many blessings will flow your way and that you will know that because of you, each of you, we were able to make it to this point. I thank our teachers. I don't know what we would have done if we did not have the group of teachers and teachers' aides that we had and staff during the school year. I knew I could trust each and every one of them to be doing what they should be doing in the classroom with your children. It helped me get my administrative work done. It helped me tend to the things that I needed to do outside of being in the classroom. I love being in the classroom. I was able to do that too. Not as often and as infused as I like to be, but I saw what was going on each and every day. So I thank the teachers for their faithful daily giving of their time, of their talent, of their energy when it was even depleted, but they just kept on keeping on so that we would be able to continue to provide the excellent education that we normally do. We were able to do our best also to provide the social and emotional lessons that we knew that were very, very needed during this time. So as we leave the school year behind, I just want to let the teachers know how much I admire them, how much I'm in awe of them, how much I know they need a break. They need to leave this year behind and muster up more energy to be able to face the next school year. I thank Miss Gisaldi, my right-hand woman, for all that she did to keep me on the straight path this year, despite it being such a difficult year for her with the loss of her mother. She has tremendous organizational skills and ability to see the whole picture, which guided our decisions. So I thank her, and I know she needs a huge break also. And Nurse Riley, how could we have made it through the year without her? She made sure she was privy to all the information that was out there. I laugh when I think of her in her office some days on her phone, watching a webinar, reading the article at the same time, and still tending to anybody that came to her that was sick or just in need of a little bit of TLC. So Nurse Riley, you deserve a big round of applause for all that you did. Our maintenance staff went above and beyond the call of duty by giving us everything that we needed and then some, and just tending to all of the moving parts in the school. It was amazing what Randall and Tom did. It just all through the summer, all through the school year, they could be called upon to do everything and anything, and even didn't even have to be called upon. They noticed what needed to be done. So I thank them. I thank our office staff of Bridget and Mary for all that they did to keep the machine oiled from the administrative point of view, for tending to all the paperwork, for making sure that everything that needed to go out went out. And we had a very successful year also in terms of enrolment. So I thank Mary Brooks, I thank Karen Collins, I thank Roseanne McCauley for all the work behind the scenes, and again Mary and Bridget for teaming up to give us an enrolment that is bigger than we had this year. I thank all of you for using the marketing skill of word of mouth, for promoting us outside. That was a great source of affirmation for us that we're doing the best that we can for your children. Now, I know it was not a perfect year. I know that many decisions were made that were not the popular ones, but I think they were the right ones. They're the ones that kept us in here without having much interruption during the year. So I just thank you who found it difficult to support what we did, for supporting us and for continuing to walk this journey with us. I would be remiss if I did not mention Father George. We have the Pied Piper of priests among us. He jumped into the lobby every day with great happiness, great joy, great cheerleader, just encouraging us to keep going, to keep it up, to look on the bright side of life. He did so much for us, and the drop-off line in the morning, the pick-up line, he was at every pandemic team meeting. He just went above and beyond. And I thank the pandemic team for all of their expertise, encouragement. It was not easy because we're not experts in the medical field, but somehow we were able to put all of our expertise together to keep us in. I thank the Home School Association for overcoming so many obstacles, for providing us with activities and experiences that we thought would never happen, like Halloween, Breakfast with Santa. The Kona ice truck last week was so heartwarming, with the children delighted, chuckling, and just really thrilled to be treated. So I thank the Homeschool Association for all that they did, for providing us with a very highly successful fundraiser, despite it being virtual. It was really great. People are still talking about it. And I thank all of the volunteers behind the scenes. I know there are too many to name. Many people contributed to the success of the Homeschool Association activities. Also thank the Education Council for all of their contributions during the year, for the great work that was done in the area of technology to keep us up and running, even though we had a few glitches along the way. They were always there to support us. I thank all of the Education Council members who worked with finance, with development, with marketing, and we're trying our best to start an alumni base. So this is all going to come through the Education Council for the nudging and the prodding during the year, and for everything that was done. And I ask God to bless each and every one of you for all of your contributions. And what of our children? I cannot speak in high terms about them. I don't have the words. The superlatives just are not in the dictionary. They were absolutely wonderful. It was almost like they were confined to straitjackets but asked to do the river dance, and they just radiated such joy in being together. So I thank you for continuing to send them to us, for supporting us, for encouraging the teachers, for thanking the teachers. There was a lot of gestures of gratitude this year. And I know that these children need a great break. They loved being here. I think we formed a tighter community. I think there were a lot of things that happened this year that we will continue to do in September. We won't go back to pre-pandemic times, but we'll meld in all the good things that came out of this experience. It was not all negative at all. Your children made sure with their teachers that it was a positive year for us. So as we end the year, I ask God to bless each and every child that graced our door. I ask God to bless each and every one of you. And I pray that you will have the best summer ever. I pray that each and every day will fill your house with joy. I ask that we just live in the day. Let's not look forward to September. I really don't have any information to give you about September because everything is rapidly changing. We're hoping that we can be as normal as possible, but I think it will be August before I will be able to put out any information to you. So please bear with us and let us thank God for all that has happened this year, for keeping our community intact, for blessing us with His presence. And we certainly ask God to look after all those that we have loved and lost among our school community. There was great losses. Our faculty have suffered great losses during this pandemic time. We have new angels in heaven. So I pray that our spiritual bond will continue to guide us and that God will always be our moral compass. So I look forward to going home since December 2019 since I've been home. I look forward to spending time with my mom and my family and my friends, and I'm sure you all have planned many family reunions as well. So until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand. I love each of you. I thank you, and please keep St. Vincent Martyr School and everybody in it in your prayers. So God bless and have a great, great summer.